we're going to look at the Meteor 75 Pro from BetaFPV.
The next day.
So we about to whoop the legendary Chattanooga Choo Choo. Probably going to get asked to leave, but we're going to attempt to do it anyways. This is the Meteor 75 Pro right out of the box. I really enjoy flying inside, so it's kind of important that I don't make a bunch of noise and bother a bunch of people. So I did just fly my Air 65 around, and I'm gonna kind of compare later on and see what the difference is inside this big atrium. Alright, so right out the box, it's pretty quick. I can feel the weight compared to, let's say, like the 75 Air. Like that catch right there was kind of hefty. So we'll see. Kind of happy to get back on it on a 75 platform. Yeah, that's cool. I like the move. I'm gonna go out. What's trippy spin? Does it trippy? It trippies. Yeah, it trippies. Okay, so it's not too bad. It's way louder than the Air 65 was a second ago, so definitely comparable. It's not as bad as I was hoping or thinking it was gonna be. Definitely would not go in there with this one. I'll go in with the 65, but not the 75. Whoa, that float though. That float was crazy. So like, we're gonna go up and just pause. Yeah, like the way it just stays in the air is really crazy. Wow. Okay, so I don't know if that's Expo. Wow, that's crazy feeling. We're gonna go around these tables. So it's pretty responsive with yaw. I did change the rates a little bit, just to match what I normally fly. But it feels really good right out of the box, to be honest. Like I have no complaints right now. Like the weight throw, the way it feels is amazing. Power loop. Wow, yeah, I really enjoy the way this feels, to be honest. It's really responsive. It dives well, it seems. Goes around corners really tightly. It's not a racer, but it kind of feels like if you were to use this board and these motors on like an Air 75 frame and really just tried to shave weight, you'd have a solid platform. So we're hitting about 3 minutes right now, and I just got a low battery warning. So that's kind of average. It's like 3.5 minutes. Let's test the range and kind of go in here and see if I lose. No, we're good. Okay. Well, that kind of concludes this part. It's loud, but it's not like gonna kill it loud. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that was like 4 minutes, 15 seconds with the Meteor 75 Pro. Maiden flight indoors. I will say my first initial impression is really, really good. I can't wait to get this thing outside.
1 week later.
What's up, everybody? So we are downtown. We are going to test the Meteor 75 Pro. Can it dive a building? We're about to find out. By the way, if you haven't yet, check out the new FPV vegan shirt. Get it on fpvhelpdesk.com. Shout out to your boy Chris Renee. He's a champion. Speaking of champions, this is the new board from BetaFPV. It is a all-in-one, 5-in-1. So it has a ELRS receiver, which is packed away in there, and it has a VTX on board, so it can go up to 400 milliwatts. I seem to never need any more than that, ever. Y'all see my videos, y'all see where I go. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Alright, so today we are rocking a 550 1S Lava from BetaFPV as well. I think it pairs nicely. I haven't had any issues out of these batteries. Please make sure you're on top of your battery's charge. If you are not flying for a couple days, go ahead and just put that thing at 3.8 volts. Save yourself. Save yourself so I don't have to. Alright. We're gonna take a seat. Alright, so armed and go. Alright, first power loop feels good. Gotta stay away from the lights down there. Make sure I remember those are there. So I'm not facing where I'm going right now. I'm facing the other direction, you'll see. Yup. Alright, we're just gonna go up for it. But I'm facing this way, so when I dive the building, I got the best reception. I'll go up to the top. So, right out of the box, I will say this thing feels really, really good. All I did was put my rates on. And, yeah, I just put my rates in, and that was it. I didn't change the throttle expo. I can't remember what it was set to, but it's way higher than what I normally fly. But to be honest, it feels really good. I flew it inside in that last clip, and you can kind of tell it it'll stall out when you get up. Woo! That was crazy. All right, I think I got one more in me. Yeah, that was awesome. All right. Focus. Building dives. So it's kind of windy. You can see it. I don't have much jello, but you can tell that the drone is definitely shaking. I'm gonna try to hug it on this one. It pulls out really strong. Like, I will say, there's not a lot of prop wash, and these are the stock Gym Fan props. I can't remember. I think they're not Hurricanes. They're tri-blades. Let's see if we can go up the stairs. Yeah, we're going up the stairs. All right, so we're gonna dive. Stay low. Avoid the lights, Matty flip. God, this spot's so sick, dude. Yeah. Alright, stay low. Stay low. Alright, there is a parking garage up here. I'm going to see if I can get in and kind of test. Let's test the VTX a little bit. Wow. Okay, so I'm on the ground. And I'm pretty far in. I'm like, so each one of these is 18, and that's like probably 26 feet in between here. Another 18, Wow, guys, this VTX is goated. Goated. Whoa, I'm impressed by that. Really impressed. We're gonna go up these stairs. Psh, can't block me, son. Oh god. I don't want to break this. I really like this drone. I'm getting some good flight time. So we're about we're 4 minutes in. I got enough to dive one more time and then I'll bring her in. Yeah, I got a low battery. Low battery. Low battery. All right, 4 minutes in. Last pack. Diver. Wow. Okay, it's really windy. It's really windy. Let's bring her in. Woo! Alright, for my next act, we're going to go into the convention center and try to get away with flying the quad around in there. There's a really neat spiral obstacle in there. I want to try to trippy spin, but I'll try to get in here and get out. No questions asked.
Later.
So this is how you gorilla whoop with a Meteor 75 Pro. All you have to do is you just have to walk in, know your spot, know your location, and don't look like you want to fly your drone in here. Just walk around, look like a normal person. And you can fly cool stuff like this. This place rips.
1 week later.
All right, it's windy. We out here at the track. Can the Meteor 75 Pro chase drift cars in the wind? We're about to find out. Hello everyone. So now that we're back home, we're going to look at the Meteor 75 Pro from BetaFPV. We're going to open this box up as if we've never done it before, and I'm going to show you what comes inside when you order it. So you get a charging block right off the bat. You also get a pair of extra props. You get 2 pairs. So you get one for each direction. These are the Gym Fan tri-blades. I like them. Some people don't. I kind of like them for certain things. I like them on this drone. I will say I like them on this drone. These are the extra spare parts that you can put on the canopy that comes on the drone. But I don't really run them. You can also change your camera angle with some of these. So if you're into that and you want a higher or lower camera angle, you can do that. You get a data cable, data transfer cable, and charging cable. So you can charge your batteries with that block that I just had. This block, you can plug this in and charge the 2 batteries that come with the drone. So speaking of, you get 550 milliamp hour batteries. These are not high voltage. Do not charge these to 4.3 volts. Otherwise you will destroy the pack. You won't be able to use them anymore and you have to just dispose of them. So we'll set these aside. In this box is the Meteor 75 Pro, and I will say this thing handles like a beast. Right out of the box, it is amazing. I dove buildings, I chased drift cars, I gorilla whooped, I did all kinds of things that I normally do with this drone, and it is the ultimate package, I will say, for a 1S75. Being that it's not a traditional 1S75, it has 45 millimeter props instead of 41. So keep that in mind if you are going to order props for this guy. It's 1.5 millimeter shaft with 45 millimeter props. Other than that, I will say it is pretty tough. It's taken a beating. I've beat the crap out of it. It has hit some poles, it's hit some trees. It almost got run over by a drift car, but I throttled up at the right time. So with that being said, I will say I enjoyed it. I haven't had any really complaints. Some people do complain about the motor plugs being an issue, and when the motor plugs kind of like take a beating, they get loose and it might make the motor stop working. And a fix to that is you can just solder the motor and kind of be done with it. I changed out the frame. BetaFPV actually sent me this drone, and they sent me 2 spare frames, and I changed out the blue frame that was stock to it for this bright orange one, just so that I can see it and other people can see it, and I kind of like the orange color better. It just suits my style. I don't know.
Much later.
Alright, sorry I had to cut that short, but in the process of editing that video, I went through a lot of trials and tribulation. It did not want to export. Everything was off. My audio was off. Every time I would try to export a clip, it would just basically freeze and lock up. So besides that, this is the Meteor 75 Pro from BetaFPV. I have thoroughly enjoyed this drone. I hope you guys really enjoyed this review and all the stuff that I put it through. I'm going to continue to put it through more testing. I'm about to actually fly it right now at this spot. I'm going to show you where I'm at. All those columns over there, pretty sweet in the building. Not over there. So if you like this review, if you want to see more, if you want to see me get more creative, please like and subscribe. It's going to help my channel grow. If you don't already follow my Instagram, it's baboo.fpv. Please follow that channel. We are on our way up past 30K, so help me out. I'll help you out. Please click the links down in the description. They will help get you this drone and any accessories that go with it. So if you will do that, you will be my friend.